Hello and welcome back to more Vintage Cube Draft. Well, this one's actually a pretty easy pick. It's just Orcish Bowmasters. This card it's ridiculous. It's so good in so many different matchups. It's good against combo because they can't draw 7. Good against creature decks because it kills a lot of stuff. It's good against sacrifice effects. This is one of the best cards. If it wasn't for Bowmasters, this pack would be pretty mediocre, and I don't know what I would take, but I don't have to worry about that. We have a Bowmasters. That's a gut. Pretty good with Bowmasters. Like, it's good with sacrifice effects. You could just play Bowmasters turn 2, play gut, attack, sacrifice the token, opponent draws, keep going. Fetch is also a consideration, but I think gut is better than a fetch, especially with Bowmasters. Given this start, I am interested in Elvish Mystic because gut really likes mana dorks because you can just accelerate into gut, and we might wheel Angie's Ravager or Grist. Because it's like, I guess Mishra's Bomb was okay with gut. I'm just gonna take Elvish Mystic. I really, really, really like the mana elves, and I think a lot of other people don't like them so much, but I think they're just incredible. And we'll see what direction we go. Is like black a splash? Is red a splash? Is green a splash? I don't know. A fetch land is kind of the best setup for what we're trying to do, though. Okay, then here, I like Dismember. It is colorless. We got Night's Whisper is kind of bad. Unholy Heat's pretty good, but I think Dismember, because we don't know what colors we're in yet, Dismember is very strong. It also kills bigger things on average. This killing Planeswalkers is relevant, but yeah, the colorless aspect of this is quite nice. I like Reprieve as well, but I'm just going to take Dismember here. Okay, Kolaghan's Command. I like that card. Toxic Deluge is quite strong. Bonecrusher Giant's okay. I love Vengevine, but probably not happening. I will take the Kolaghan's Command. I think that card's really nice. The 3 mana is a little bit awkward, but if we're already trying to play some amount of elves, it gets a lot better, right? If you get to go turn 1 Elvish Mystic, you do need dual lands to be able to go turn 1 Elf, turn 2 Kolaghan's Command. But if you do have that, it's kind of awesome. Right, if they go like, I don't know, they go Mox 2-drop and you just kill both of their things, it's not bad. Okay, here we have Chain Lightning, Avacyn's Pilgrim, Commercial District. I'm looking to be more red than anything. Pilgrim is one of the worst mana dorks, because we're very unlikely to be playing white here. And this card's good, but I can't get it with my current fetch. And I really do like Chain Lightning, so I think I'm going to take this. Also, this being tapped effectively doesn't count as a green mana source because you really only want this on turn 1. So tapped mana doesn't help you with the game plan you're trying to enact. What? What? Wait. Fury and Lightning Bolt go. What? I think it's Fury. Smuggler's Copter is also insane. This sucks. I have to pass Copter and Lightning Bolt. This is 8th pick? What is happening? I'm going to take Fury because it encourages someone else to go into deep red, but this card's incredible, this card's incredible. Holy cow, dude. I think Fury's the best one here, though. Also in black, you could get... I can never remember card names, but the 2-mana guy that lets you Shallow Grave something. Emperor of Bones. Fury Emperor of Bones is like one of the most disgusting combos. Because you can like Wrath their board, get back Fury, Wrath their board, hit them for 6. Okay, wow. Okay, we're in the open lane. Phoenix with Fury is quite good. I like Ursine Monstrosity. Fear of Missing Out's good. Inferno Grasp is okay. I don't have any discard effects. Phoenix with Guts okay. Fear of Missing Out does give us a 2. I think Phoenix is just better. Especially with Fury, because you can go like evoke Fury, exile Fury to in like a Chain Lightning or something. Also, Phoenix Dismember is pretty good too. Red is wide open. It just sucks that I'm passing all these signals because I can't cut it enough to like. There's just too much good stuff happening. They should distribute these a little bit. Okay, this pack is fairly medium. Legion Extruder is kind of nice with Gut. Concealed Courtyard I don't care about. Mind Stones, whatever. I'll take the Extruder because it does have some cool combos. Unlikely to play it necessarily, but if we get like Broadside Bombardiers or other things that need sack outlets, maybe. I do think this card is really cool. Like, this is what I want to see more of. Oh my gosh, this pack got completely looted. I could take a Grist, but at this point, I think Scrubland for, like, fetches and making my mana better are interesting. And, like, we have one green card. I'm going to take the fetch here. Okay, Robber of the Rich is just a good card. There's also Sunbaked Canyon, but I'm just going to take the decent, like, this card's just fine. Seem to look fairly aggressive, and I don't know about green. But that's kind of the beauty, right? I took one green card. It's not a very big commitment in any way. Okay, we wield Unholy Heat. That's great. I think that's enough removal. We have, well, yeah, it's plenty. Camid versus Vengevine. I'm more likely to want Camid here. The Pilgrim Wield. Okay, what the heck? The only two mana elves I saw wield. That's nuts. We'll put these in the maybe. You can take Library. Yeah, you don't splash Time Walk in this spot, I don't think. We have no mana for it. Nothing suggested blue was open in any capacity. And, like, we don't have any fixing, and you would just be splashing one card. Splashing one card tends to be, at best, neutral, and usually, like, negative on your win rate. So I'm not going to take Time Walk. Library is quite good. Overlord's pretty good, but probably Wheels. I think I'm going to take Library. We got a lot of good removal. We can play the controlling deck quite well. Yeah, nothing suggested blue is open. We're just not even going to try. Caustic Bronco I like a lot. I love Glorybringer too. At 5 it's a little expensive, but a lot of cheap removal in Library can get us there. I think it wheels though. We'll take Bronco. Okay. So I have some white fixing for Tide Hollow. I don't think that's really... It seems kind of like we're supposed to just be red-black. So that might be where I'm going to focus my attention. Chandra's good. Fiery Confluence is also good. I could take Fiery Confluence and wheel Fire Blast and just go straight burn. Chandra's good if I want to be more mid-rangey. It's good if I want to play the Glorybringer that I might wheel. I could take Overgrown Tomb if I think I'm going to try and go green. But I just don't feel like that's necessary. I can't even... I don't even have mana fixing for my current colors. I'm going to take... I mean, this card is... I'll take Chandra. Grabbing Chandra... don't really have the mana for him to Torok. Dragon's Rage Channeler probably wheels, but I don't want this card either, really. But nothing else is playable here. Channeler... Yeah, nothing else is really playable. I really hate him to Torok. I'm just gonna take this card and probably not play it. I could take Breeding Pool. It's like such a long stretch before this actually fixes my mana. Put this here. Thoughtseize is great. Oh my gosh. Thoughtseize, Dark Confidant, Ignoble Hierarch. I think the first Thoughtseize is better than the second Dark Confidant. I'll take that. Hierarch is the green card that I would want to splash, potentially, because it actually fixes for my colors. We'll see, though. This would be a really good Corey Steelcutter deck. We have so many ones. It's an exceptional library deck. I think library is actually even likely better than Time Walk would be in this deck. Okay, if I take Plateau, now Marshlands can get Scrubland, and it can get Plateau. So it actually fixes my mana. I think that is the play. I don't think I need Fatal Push. I have quite a bit of removal. We'll take the Plateau for some fixing. If Lingering Souls comes around, I might take it just because I have white fixing. It's kind of like... We're really having to work hard to make our mana work. And I feel like, for some reason, it seems like I get one of two drafts. It's like, I get all of the cards I could possibly want, but none of the mana, or all of the mana I could possibly want, but I'm fighting for cards. I never get both. It's kind of rough. Okay, we have Pyrokinesis and Fury. That's so much removal. This pack's kind of weird. I could take Luris, which is good with some stuff. Robber, Bronco, Bowmasters. I didn't get a Bauble. I like this. Bloodtithe Harvester is also actually just kind of fine. It's removal, but that also lets us discard stuff, which is good with Phoenix. I'm pretty low on Grief, but it is another discard effect. And this probably wheels. I guess I'll take the Grief here. I don't want Pyrokinesis and Fury with this much removal. Take Grief. That's a late Urza. Yeah, I think someone moved into red after like the last many picks I passed, which is fine. Shieldbreaker's pretty good. I feel like this card is just unplayable. It's a 1-mana 2/1, I guess, but it's a 1-mana 2/1 that becomes a 3/2 and filters your hand. It's not the worst thing ever. I've never played it. I'm gonna try it. I think this card's better, but I like testing out the new cards before I put too much judgment on them. My gut says this is gonna be bad, but we're gonna find out. Overlord's really good with Phoenix and kind of just everything I have. Curtains is okay. I'll take the Overlord. Can I please get a black-red duel somewhere? I'll take a Underground Mortuary, I guess. Actually, this is again, this is a tap line, which just makes these bad. I'm gonna take this. At this point, I have enough fixing where I could splash a white card. I have 4 free white fixing sources for free. You know what I mean? I think someone took my Glorybringer too, which is kind of nuts. Maybe red is not open. Oh, there's a white card. We'll play Tidehollow Scholar. I love this card. I think this card is exceptional. It's kind of worse than the bat, but the bat's exceptional. I'm not taking another Elegant Parlor. I'll take Tidehollow Scholar and probably play it with all this fixing I have. Blue was open, I guess. Time Walk, get in here. Take an Aura board. Nissa, bro. This could be an Arena of Glory deck. I don't normally like the card, but it's kind of whatever. We last pick a Blood Tithe Harvester. I don't love the deck so far. Glorybringer not wheeling is a little sad. Fiery Confluence not wheeling is also wild. We're definitely fighting someone for at least red cards. Lingering Souls didn't wheel either. Okay, what is happening? What is this draft? There's a Hogak. A Rootwalla. There's an Ajani. Ajani Gut. Bowmasters. That's pretty good. I like Arid Mesa a lot, but Mana Confluence probably wheels. I don't think I have the mana for Parallax Wave. I will splash an Ajani. Saga's good. Mesa's good. Let's splash Ajani. Okay, then we get Deathgreater's Champion's really good. Volcanic Island doesn't help. Animate Dead is alright. With like Thoughtseize, you can discard something. Animate Dead Grief is also somewhat interesting. Definitely worse than Reanimate, because we're pretty aggressive. Animate Dead Fury is pretty good. I guess I'll take it. Definitely got a low curve. This is 0, this is 0. So we have 27 with 6 lands, 21. So we need like 2 playables. Nethergloif's really good. I really think we're not gonna see a black-red duel anywhere. That would be so sad. Nethergloif is incredible. Good 1-drop. I have like 1 discard card for Desecrix. I think it wheels. I think Nethergloif is just better. Black-red duel. No. Oh well. This is a really good top end for a deck like this. Missing out on not too much else. Black-red duel, please. That's all I ask. I guess I can cut Chandra, and then I don't need double red. This is also not a black-red duel, right? Oh, okay, this helps. Snuff Out's really good too, though. But I think I probably just need this. I don't have a single black-red dual land. Yeah, I'm gonna take this. Yeah, we're just not gonna see one. That's fine. Fire Covenant is kind of better than the card I just took. I will take that. We have so much removal, it's unbelievable. There's a Mana Tithe, which I will probably play. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 white sources for free. This is so good in the deck, especially with like how much cheap stuff and aggression we have. Unearth, we only have 2, 3, so it's not that good. I'll take the Tithe. Sunfall, a Braid. Yeah, we just never saw fixing. Take a Braid for the sideboard, probably. Did we not wheel the card I wanted to wheel? This is such a strange draft. I don't remember what it was. Oh yeah, Mana Confluence. Like any mana fixing, please. I'll take this. We have tons of removal for different situations. We just have to figure out which ones we want to be running. None of these are helpful. Take this in case my opponent runs show and tell or something. I don't know. I'll take this. I don't know. This is the most likely to be useful. Right now, Legion Extruder Blood Tithe Harvester is okay. Not the best. Grim Lavamancer could be okay. Desecrix. I'm not gonna do this off Carnage Interpreter. It's fine. I think I'll just take a Grim Lavamancer. That one could be good in certain matchups. We have so much cheap stuff. I'm gonna cut Chandra, run a really low curve. And we have Chain Lightning. So removal, we have Dismember, Chain Lightning, Unholy Heat, Kolagon's Command. Which feels like a modest, like a reasonable amount. I guess Fury as well. We could play Chandra instead of one of those. Maybe that's fine. She is a decent like top end card. Sundering Eruption. I mean, doesn't really hurt. Might as well put it in. We have a Surveil land now, which I don't hate. The Endstone. This card's pretty bad. Get out of here. Okay, this is 34 total. I think I have to make some cuts. 26. I mean, I can run a pretty low land count because most of our deck is cheap. But we are running 3. Oh, this is 25. I think I do run Sundering Eruption. It can just let you win a game. I don't like it in the cube necessarily because it's not a very high value add to the deck, but it's acceptable. Phoenix is a 1. Maybe I cut the Phoenix. I have some creatures, but nothing that I really, really want to haste out. Phoenix is okay, but I think 16 lands is totally fine here. Although our mana situation is quite suspicious. We have 1, 2, 3 white cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 white sources for free. We're not going to play that. Black sources. So turn 1 red plays are Goblin Channeler. Turn 1 black plays are Thoughtseize Nethergoyf. So fairly even. Fairly even here. Okay, black fixing, we have 1, 2, 3. So I think I'm going to add 1 mountain here. We'll see what happens. Seawall, round 1. Oh, I guess Legion Extruder is not very good in our deck, so I'll put Phoenix instead of the Extruder. A little bit less removal, a little bit more stuff that does things. We'll try that. Although, with such a low curve, I don't know. I guess Grief and Fury, Phoenix is okay. We'll try it there. Alright, we're playing against Fred Fish. Let's go first. Good luck, have fun. They got a cool hat on their avatar. I think that's Fiveltip. I don't know how to say that, but I think that's the dude. And I'll keep this hand. They have Lutri Companion. I'm just going to keep it right here so I can like see a little preview of it so I don't forget. We're going to go turn 1 Thoughtseize off a Scrubland because I don't mind if they Wasteland me. Okay. Okay. Playing against a bad deck. That's interesting. I can leave them with Daze, but that feels like kind of a bad idea. I could just take Sneak Attack, because in decks that care about Sneak Attack, that tends to be the best card. And I can play around Daze pretty easily. Their hand does nothing otherwise. I could just play a tapped Arena of Glory next turn. Okay, so that's their hand. Sneak Attack's gone, Island's gone. I guess Lutri is there. Oh, I could haste out a Caustic Bronco. I mean, how much do I care, right? If they daze me, they're down a card. Or they're not down a card, but a land goes back to their hand. I'll just play a card I don't care about getting dazed, like a Blood Tithe Harvester. Let's play this. This will be a mountain. Untapped. Yeah, I'm just gonna take Blood Tithe Harvester. You daze me, it's like not bad. It's like kind of a strip mine. A 2-mana strip mine. Because either way, I'm costing myself tempo. They daze this, then they're just so far behind. Yeah, it's a 1-for-1 trade. I'm behind on mana, but like they're really behind on mana. So Daze is gone. Island is back in hand. We will haste a Caustic Bronco. Although Chandra next turn seems pretty good too. Yeah, Chandra next turn seems pretty good because I could go Chandra Uptick Robber. We will not be hasting a Caustic Bronco. Steam Vents has been played. Okay, they played a land that now I know about. They played Talisman. I don't want them to know about Arena of Glory, not that it matters that much. But let's go Chandra, add double red, play this guy, attack. Hit Black Lotus. No stock up for you. Next turn if I can attack, I think you can use mana of any color. I didn't read that. Okay, they just concede. I like a braid against the deck running some random artifacts. I don't know if bringing in a braid, maybe cutting the Phoenix. They're running sneak attack, right? So they're just gonna have a bunch of big stuff. Kamen Ferric, I don't have that many cards that discard. It does have haste, I guess. I'm just gonna run it like this. Ooh, library. Okay. I hope they have creatures for me to kill. Let's keep this. Library in the draw is kind of gross. And we're elves. You can keep your elf for one turn. What is wait, what is switch from the previous game? What the heck? Okay, but it's not chatting. Love to see an attack. Okay, end step, let's draw. A lot of lands. Let me fetch a red-white duel. Plateau. Attempt to unholy heat this thing. Although, yeah, I'm not gonna have Delirium for a while. I was gonna say I could save Dismember, but I think I'm gonna unholy heat this. It's also not even super likely this resolves. Okay. And then this way I also have Dismember up if they like play an Urza or something. The only reason to keep unholy heat is if they have Oko. Malcolm. I think I just dismember a Malcolm right now so they can't loot. They feel like a deck that might be running reanimation of some kind. That puts me down to 6, but next turn I draw back up to 7, so we just want to 1-for-1 as much as possible and not let them like filter their hand. Okay. We get to draw library. I could grief them, but I think I'm gonna go Blood Tithe Harvester this turn. Red, black. And then maybe grief next turn. Or Aborted. Okay, well I can't abrade that, but I can Blood Tithe plus abrade if I need to. Carnage Interpreter's interesting, to say the least. Let me draw a card here. Alright, I guess I will be just killing this. They have days, so up to 8. I need double black. Let's go. Let me kill this. I want to play around days. Go mountain, abrade, 3 damage. Down to 6 cards. I'm not going to play the Grease Wench because I want to be able to library next turn. We just trading 1-for-1 for the rest of the game is so good for me because we're drawing 2 cards a turn. And they're drawing 1 card a turn. Okay, they have a bunch of mana up. Let's draw. We draw Nethergoyf. Let me go Swamp. I don't want to play Grief into a Daze. Let's play Nethergoyf, playing around a bunch of stuff. Pass turn with Kolaghan's Command up. Talisman is fine. If I play Kolaghan's Command and they counter it, it's really not that big of a deal. So you're going to discard a card. I'm going to get back Blood Tithe Harvester here. That just resolved. Okay. Now they have no cards in hand off of Grief. Draw. They have 1 card in hand. Let's go Mountain. 1, 2, 3, 4. Play Grief. Take Portal to Phyrexia. Okay. That was just... This card was way better than Time Walk would have been in this deck in that instance. See you next round. Alright, we're playing against Zip Zap. This hand has Grief plus Animate Dead. I'm gonna keep. It's not amazing, but it's... If we draw any lands, this hand's gonna be exceptional. And we do. Not the land I necessarily wanted to draw. Let's go Arena of Glory tapped. Yeah. I mean, Grief Pitch Carnage Interpreter is a bit suspicious with a hand like this, but I think it's fine. They monetize me, it's annoying. Okay. Turn 2 Elspeth is a bit suspicious. I think they're gonna play Voice of Victory next turn. I'm gonna animate Dead the Grief. So I'm gonna take Black Lotus here. Thank goodness I played Grief. Can you imagine if I didn't? Oh my gosh. Alright, discard is very good. They played, I don't know which of the two lands they played. Played Mountain. They played Voice of Victory. Okay. Let's go Swamp, animate Dead on the Grief. Get that Elspeth out of here. Dismiss these. They drew Swords to Plowshares. Which means I'm going to be taking a lot of damage off Voice of Victory, but let's see. Long term, Manatithe could take care of Elspeth if I draw a white source. How big is Grief? 2/2. So it can't even really successfully block the Voice of Victory. I'll just take Elspeth. They have enough mana, and if they Swords of Grief, it's fine. It's just a 2/2. They play Plains, Elspeth's gone. They draw Generous Plunderer. Okay. They decide not to kill Grief. Libraries, honestly not great here. So they have Swords, Plains. They play Library. I cannot cast Unholy Heat on their turn. I can play Robber of the Rich. That does probably prompt a Swords from them. If they start making treasure tokens off Generous Plunderer, that does kind of help me. So I don't hate that necessarily. I could play the Goblin, actually. Turn it into a 3/2 so I can block. Is Goblin the play here? Maybe. Let me attack with the Grief. Because it has Menace. They let it die. I'm going to play Library. Play this Goblin. They probably Swords, but maybe not. Do you make a treasure token? You do. Okay. They drew something good. Ugh. Okay. Hit Animate Dead, probably? Hit the Goblin. Okay, at least I get to Unholy Heat the Skyclave. They have one card in hand, which is Swords to Plowshares. And I'm at 12. Nethergoyf is real small. For now. Let me start with Robber of the Rich. They probably Swords that one. I'm gonna hold back Grief now. Oh, I don't have less cards in hand than them. That's unfortunate. Okay, that was just a bad attack. And I can't cast cards on their turn, so we're going to Unholy Heat this thing. Get my 1/1. Play a 1/2 Nethergoyf. Okay. They can make treasure tokens. They give me a treasure token. Oh god, no! Oh god. Oh, we're so dead. Yeah, that's... Yeah. I don't understand the people who say GT is not good. Look at it on this board. This was a kind of an equal board state. And just look at what my board looks like at the end of this. Because it's going to be... I'm going to have no creatures. Do this. Take 2. They Swords the Grief. Yeah, or they Swords the Nethergoyf, probably. Okay. Maybe I'm supposed to triple block with the Illusion as well? Yeah, actually that was the play. Block with Grief, Illusion, and Nethergoyf. But now GT just takes over the game. I draw Fury. Fury's good. Okay, we're just gonna hold back. See if they get more treasure tokens. Oh my gosh, they do. The problem is, Fury doesn't even kill the Plunderer through GT counters. That is the fundamental problem. Swords is gone. Down to 6. So... This guy has Menace. I guess I have to double block him. Otherwise I take 6 and die. So... Something like this. Take 3. Still probably just dead here. They just need to use 2 GT counters, and then they get... I just cannot beat a GT. There's no way. Pump, pump. He kills both of my things. Or they kill both of my things. 2 more GT counters. Those go away. Okay. That... I can kill Jite. Do 2 to plunder, they just pump it. Wait a second. Uh, I can kill Jite. They can get back something with Fury. Oh my god, this is so rough. Okay, Kolaghan's command. I can spend all of my cards to kill Plunderer and Umezawa's Jite. I have to cast this. Destroy target artifact. Get back Robber of the Rich. Or Grief is also interesting. Grief can discard their last card. No, I can't cast Grief. Kill this. I think I'm still dead, right? Oh, no I'm not. No, I am. This does 3. I'm just dead. Okay. I didn't even gain life. Okay. Definitely want to braid in this matchup. Grief was good in that matchup. They had Black Lotus. I don't know if it's good in general. With Animate Dead, it's okay. Thundering Eruption could be like a tiebreaker, but it also just hurts me a lot. Oh, Grim Lavamancer I like over the Goblin. If I'm running the Lavamancer, I probably don't want the Phoenix. I think I'm going to cut Grief in this matchup. It's going to be a really grindy attrition matchup, and if I don't have literally Grief plus Animate Dead, okay, well, it has library. We keep a library here. It's on the play library, but that's fine. Unless they Black Lotus me, I'll be okay. Giver of Runes. Maybe I won't be okay. They do Black Lotus me. Okay. Not the worst. Oh my god. Okay, it's pretty bad. Library, we're gonna draw. Play a mountain. And I have to dismember right now. I think it has to be the Ragavan. Down to 6. I'm taking a ton of damage, and I need to kill Giver Runes before I can target anything else, but they're giving me treasure tokens, so it's worth something. Go to 13. 7. Draw a card. I need to hit a land, ideally. Do we hit a mountain? Definitely playing mountain. I'm gonna play out Lava Man. And then hold up a braid. They might give me another treasure token here. Okay. I have Mana Tithe as well if they play Big Elspeth. They're gonna do it post-combat. Yeah, I think that's fine. I can't kill this with a braid anyway, so I'm just gonna take the 2. And then another 2. I think Mana Tithing Big Elspeth or something like that is really important, if I can. They don't do anything. If I play a braid, I'm gonna wait a turn. It's really greedy, but now I get to draw a card. Scrubland is excellent. Let me go... okay. How am I doing this? Play Scrubland. I'm going to... probably want to Thoughtseize. I want to play a Braid. Lava Man this guy. I do want to Thoughtseize in that case. So let's start with Thoughtseize. 3 lands. Okay. Given that I could just Grim Lavamancer Giver of Runes. They give that protection, and I will just abrade this. This card is actively quite bad here. But, okay, don't draw Elspeth, and we should be able to win with Gut next turn. They play a Mountain. That's a lot of lands for them to draw, but they did keep a Black Lotus hand, so let's go Gut. Blood Tithe Harvester. Black, red. We need to kill them very quickly. Get a treasure. Attack with a Lavamancer. Sacrifice blood. Great. Next turn, they draw Containment Priest. Okay. So they can block Grim Lavamancer is a little annoying, but not the end of the world. Ocelot Pride. They're not going to gain life, so that's fine. Reese Wench Goblin. So, yeah, this card's being quite poor here. Let's go Goblin. Play this. Not paying the life. Because Mana Tithe doesn't really matter here. And then I think just Carnage Interpreter. That gives me so much fuel for gut. Then I will attack with Skeleton and the Harvester. Sacrifice a clue here. Right. First strike. Do be like that. Down to 10. Can you gain life? They play a mountain. Ocelot Pride is actually kind of good against Blood Tithe Harvester. Discard up to 2 cards, then draw that many cards. Let me crack a clue here. Rob of the Riches. Okay, I guess. And I'll play this so I can activate Robber. Attack, attack. Try, like, Solitude would be quite devastating right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Guess I do attack like this too. Attack a clue. Witch Enchanter. Okay, okay. Okay. We survived a Black Lotus opener. I think we're pretty well matched. We have Fire Covenant, we have Fury, we have Dismember. Like, we have a lot of things that are good in this matchup, even if they do get a nuts turn 1 start. Hey, I'm sorry for the short interruption, but I just wanted to take the time to mention that I spent about 3 years designing my ideal card game, which is Algomancy. So if you like the way that I play the game, talk about the game, or view synergies, and you think that type of gameplay is something you could be interested in, maybe check out Algomancy. It solves the problem of first player advantage, solves the problem of Mana Screw and Flood, and there's no expensive cards. It's just a self-contained cube-like experience. You can cube draft with your friends. The other thing that it does really cool is you can cube draft 1v1. You don't need to get up to 8 people, and you can actually draft live in the game as well. So it's a really, really fun game that's based on just strategy instead of like getting lucky, hoping to draw the right cards. It really allows you to make cool plays and win on those cool and interesting plays and synergies. So if you're interested at all, go to algomancy.io, give it a check. Otherwise, just keep enjoying the videos. Well, this hand's incredible. It's another library hand, this time on the draw, just don't have Black Lotus. They've had Black Lotus in their opener both games. Will they have it 3 games in a row? No. Well, allegedly not. Up to 8, down to 7, down to 6, draw back up with library. I'm gonna shock this in and hold up Mana Tithe, I think. It seems kind of nuts. Maybe it is kind of nuts. It's kind of nuts. I'll play library. I have so much removal, I think drawing into good removal rather than hoping to snipe something with... Oh my god, dude, come on! We can still win this, but pretty... I did have library in all my openers. Mana Tithe wouldn't have done anything either, so... We can beat a Goldspan Dragon. We just have to draw the right cards for it, which I think leading on library makes the most sense. Although, Giver of Runes makes that pretty hard. That's an insane start. They had so many good turn 1s, holy cow. We have a Johnny. I don't know if a Johnny's even good. I guess I gotta set up a Grim Lavamancer. Mountain, Lava Man. It's just such a slow start here. Yeah, it's it's really hard to beat Black Lotus on the draw. 2 games in a row. Ocelot Pride, you got it. I really need to draw Fiery Confluence this turn. It's still gonna be a lot of mana, and they can protect Goldspan. Okay, let me draw. Another swamp. I have to trade here, I think. Just to save as much life as possible. And I know that, like, common thing is, like, if you're behind, you shouldn't be using library mana, but, like, oh my god, dude. This isn't, like, I have good things to do with my mana. This is I have, like, 3 cards I could possibly draw into, and I need to hit those cards to have any shot at winning the game. I don't think I'm gonna win because this draw is unbelievable. Oh, I'm definitely not winning. Okay. I'm just gonna concede. There's no way. Yeah, that's an insane draw. Well, trophy streak is over, but there's not like very many cards in Magic that could have saved me from this game. That's Vintage Cube. See you guys next round. Alright, we're playing against Sniff and Whisper. We're going first. This hand is bad. We mulligan. This hand is really sad on a mulligan. I will keep. Um, if I was on the draw on a mulligan, it would be okay. Dude, library has been really good in these games. Really glad I did not take that time walk. I don't know if it's good in this particular matchup. I'm gonna keep this. Ditch this one. Although it is a red card I can pitch to Fury if I draw too many lands, so I guess I'll ditch a swamp. Uh, I'm gonna play library. I think with Fury, Sundering Eruption, I might be able to skip my second turn to turn on library. It depends on what land they play. If they have no turn one play, I might do it. Only because this can get me to recoup the card advantage I lose. Or the tempo advantage I miss. Because I'm really just missing one land drop. It's not that bad. If they Thoughtseize me, I'm kind of screwed. If they just preordain, I think I'm going to do it. Unless I draw something playable. But if I don't draw anything I can do on my turn, like, my hand doesn't do a whole lot. Yeah, I'm just going to wait. It kind of sucks. I wouldn't normally recommend this, but given that my hand does nothing except have this capability of killing a lot of small creatures, I'm going to go for it. If my opponent is a control deck, this is such an easy way to just win the game. Okay, draw a card. Bowmasters is pretty good. I will play this. Caustic Bronco also pretty good. Alright, there's all the good cards. Okay, Faithless Looting main phase. I don't think there's any Madness double black. Madness cards that don't have red. Unless they just go double Root Wallow, which would be sick. Unearth Flame of Anor Preordain. I'm feeling better. The Unearth tells me they're probably running the Oculus. Also, Bowmaster seems insane in this matchup. I don't like Imperial Seal, though. They might have Flash. Okay, down to 15 for them. I know what I'm drawing. I think Bowmasters is more likely to be something I want to play here, so we're just going to pass with all of our mana up. If they do something nuts like Narset Time Twister or really anything, I can Bowmasters at least. Shock of Steam Vents. Down to 13 life. Where's my Mana Tithe? Relic of Sauron. I'm going to attempt to draw because a Mana Tithe here would be insane. Thoughtseize is okay. You can have a Relic of Sauron. Okay, fetch. We're going to Bowmasters on end step. Maybe I'm supposed to do it before the Relic resolves. We're going to get Plateau. Bowmasters. Opponent's down to 4 cards in hand. Hitcha, you can no longer draw. Let's go Scrubland, draw. Okay, Grief is actually pretty good here. I will Thoughtseize you. Doomsday, Night's Whisper, Lightning Bolt, Chromox. I think I take Lightning Bolt, and then I will Grief away Doomsday. Cast Grief, pitching, Carnage Interpreter. And then their hand does actually nothing. Take Doomsday. Then get down a Caustic Bronco. And attack for 2. So they can... Wait, why is their hand not revealing anything anymore? What the heck? It's Chromox Night's Whisper. I know that. So we took the Lightning Bolt so they couldn't kill the Bowmasters. I think they wanted to bolt Bowmasters in response to the Thoughtseize, although maybe not. They can block Bowmasters with Creeping Tar Pit. Tidehollow Scholar's amazing. Okay, let's go... Mountain. Does this enter tapped? They can search for basic land card tapped. Okay, so I will cast this on Creeping Tar Pit. You can grab a land tapped. I know their hand exactly for now. Attack, yeah. Arena of Glory. That's going to be a Fury coming their way next turn. I'm going to play this dude. And I'm going to take Night's Whisper. Or, yeah, Night's Whisper. Alright, opponent. You got 1 draw step. You might be able to do more with Relic of Sauron, but this is quite the quite the amount of discard I had. So my turn 1 library paid off because they're definitely like a controlling-ish pivot to Doomsday type deck. They hit Torok me. Okay, so they're just dead. They're just getting more info. Okay. Maybe they're not just dead. I think you want to do that before you hit Torok. Okay, they just concede. Um, Control. Shielder's Edict seems like something. A Braid seems like something. What am I cutting? Grief felt okay there. Chandra and Phoenix, maybe? Yeah, that could be. I mean, Chandra uptick does do damage and stuff. Maybe we cut. What am I cutting? I like Dismember. Enemy Dead seems alright. Shielder's Edict does seem good. Oh, Chain Lightning seems bad. Yeah, run Shielder's Edict over Chain Lightning in this matchup. I'll get more info. It just kind of feels like a deck that's kind of playing Flash reanimation stuff, but they could be all in Doomsday. And then I cut Shielder's Edict because it doesn't do anything there. Our opponent was gone for a little bit, but we're back. This hand's totally acceptable. We're going to keep. Got Gut, it's got Bronco, Tidehollow Sculler. This is not the best Gut deck, just because I don't have too many, like... Ideally, you would go, like, Mana Elf, Gut. I guess that's not even that good of a turn, is it? Anyway, not the best Gut deck is all I'm saying, but still good enough. Like, turning Tidehollow Sculler into a 4/1 and then reanimating it seems kind of cool. Maybe I can put a creature into my graveyard here. Bowmasters. That's really good with Gut. I'm gonna put that on top. It's also just good against them in general. Okay, they're passing with mana up. I'm keeping a Bowmasters. I will be Bowmastering them. Because if they don't do anything, I get to... What is this? Unearth. Cycle Unearth. I'll buy the trap. I will play Bowmasters here. Play Scrubland. Play the Bowmasters. Yeah, if they don't do anything, then Bowmasters is great to sack to Gut. If they do something, then this happens. They take 2 damage. And then bad news for them. 2 mana, make 3 power, do 2 damage to your opponent, and they can never draw cards ever again. Okay, they're still not doing anything. Lotsies, Chandra. I think I want to Tidehollow Sculler. And we can play around Daze, I guess. Black, white. Just see what's going on. Know if it's safe to attack with the Bowmasters. Playing Gut next turn, that kind of thing. Lose focus, sure. Now I will attack. Next turn I can animate dead Tidehollow Sculler and play Caustic Bronco, or I can play Gut and attack if I feel like I need to kill them very quickly. They Vampiric Tutor. They go to 13. If they Doomsday on 13, they go to 6. And I can kill them from 6, actually, with Gut. That's insane. That's so crazy. Toxic Deluge for 2. You got it. They have 2 cards in hand. I think it's going to be Animate Dead on... Oh. Oh, buddy. Let's go. Okay. I can beat Spell Pierce and all that. So we'll Thoughtseize first and see what's going on there. Relic of Sauron Doomsday. I think I'm going to take... They only have 1 black. Take Relic. Then I'm going to... I think just leave them with Doomsday. If they cast it, they kind of just die. So then I can Animate Dead the Bowmasters. Because that stops them from Doomsday comboing. Right? Because you need to draw a lot of cards if you're going to Doomsday. But then it also lets me kill them like next turn. This is going to be a mountain. I could have eaten Doomsday with Tidehollow, but I don't think that's correct here. Land? Yeah, I will play this. Volcanic Fissure play. A3 life, yes. 1, 2, 3 for Gut. Attack. Hey. Okay, really close to the trophy. If Zip Zap didn't literally have Black Lotus plus 5 drop in their opening hand all 3 games, I think we probably would have crushed it. This deck was incredible. Like, we only lost to Black Lotus opening hands, basically. We won every single other game. Loved the deck. Really good. Grief did overperform in these matches. It is good if you have other discard. If you're just griefing, it's not great. But if you can take all their key kings, it's good. And I did like Animate Dead as well, just as like a fair thing. It's really good if you go grief, Animate Dead, grief, because then you kind of undo the 2-for-1 that you did to yourself. That's a really strong sequence. So thanks so much for watching. See you next time.